Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to Valorant News, and in the wake of the major update that came through yesterday, TenZ and a lot of other pros actually think right now that Brimstone may even be overpowered in this current meta. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. Really up to the channel today, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to hit 10,000 subscribers. Really appreciate it, let's get us there, only 20 more to go or something along those lines. As I checked this morning, let's just crack right on with things. So yesterday, as we discussed, Astra with some major issues really within the game after this update comes through. This is the video that I discussed yesterday, that Astra can put down her free star, then pick it up again, sell it for 150, and then have enough to buy a Marshall on a pistol round. So this of course was very abusable, right? It was kind of interesting, right? Of course, look, this wasn't intentional, this wasn't meant to be the case. They did eventually come through and fix this, I believe, but still, it would be an interesting thing, because they nerfed Astra, but at the same time, if you can get a Marshall on a pistol round, then, you could drop the Marshall to someone else, they can have armor, there's so much possibilities you could actually do with this in theory on a pistol. It would be kind of crazy if they kept this in a real game, right? Okay, Astra's nerfed, but it does give you a Marshall on a pistol if you want, which does obviously give you an advantage, so you have to get the trade-off as to whether that's worth it or not. Of course, they realize, okay, yeah, this isn't intentional, this is indeed a bug. They removed her from the competitive queue for a time with the intention to get a fix in later in the day. Indeed, they did do that. They also fixed Yoru because there were some issues where he could just ult and plant the bomb, which is kind of okay, well, hang on a second here. This guy's just invulnerable, could just get the bomb down for free, and maybe he could defuse it as well for free. I don't really know. Maybe it's possible, but you can definitely plant it for free. They fixed that one. There are some other issues as well. I saw an icebox. There's some situations where when you're pushing towards where that new kind of door is on the B bomb site, you can just die for no reason. It says you fell off the map or whatever if you touch one of these boxes, I think on the far right hand side. So definitely some things that need to be changed here and tweaked around that area of the map and with the other things as well. But right, seemingly quite on top of things so far. But let's talk about Brimstone, right? Because he got a major update that came through. His smokes got significantly better. They're now as tall as the other controllers are. They also come down a lot quicker, right? 2 seconds to 1 second is a big deal. They're dropping right, if you drop them at the start of the round on the CT side, for example, they're dropping right at the start of the round. It's very impressive actually. And the radius is even slightly further away. So Brimstone in general, those changes are really good. Very happy about them. What they did to the stim beacon is definitely interesting. I was using it last night and having a lot of fun with the stim beacon. Wasn't saying I was making the greatest plays with it in the world, to be honest, but there are some really cool things you can do with this. Now, of course, they always used to give you that 15% or whatever the fire rate buff is, but now it gives you a movement buff, which is a really big deal, to be honest. Let's say you want a pistol round, people were discussing, okay, you want a pistol, you get a frenzy out, you just drop the stim beacon, everyone just runs through it, and you don't just get that 15% movement buff when you're in the zone, you get it after the fact as well. Now, that makes you, a difficult target to hit, right, as you're flying into a bomb site, especially if there's a lot of you there. As TenZ reckons, Brim's stim is my new favorite ability in the entire game, and it is an awful lot of fun to use. The question is it actually too strong right now? And some people certainly think it's too strong. One of the reasons this is being said is because it messes up the timings in the game. This is a big discussion that went on a few years ago in the Call of Duty world, when in Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, in the 2015 and 2016 seasons respectively, there was abilities called Overclock and Overdrive respectively, which gave you a similar increase in speed just for one particular character though, not for the entire team. And the discussion was being had, it messes up the timings. I know that if I go from spawn to this point, I can get there in this amount of time, and the opponent can get there in this amount of time as well. But if they have this speed boost, then it completely messes up the timings of the entire map. I don't know when there's going to be a guy there. I don't know if they've used it or not. All of these other issues that come as a result. And with the Brim situation, it's not just that he can drop it off spawn, right, and they get to the bomb site a little bit faster. But that is also maybe a big deal, right, in terms of setting up a defense for the site. If they're all just coming flying in way quicker than you expect them to. But it's also about rotations, right? It's possible that let's say on Haven, right, you want to go from C to A, the guy C sees 4 guys down the alleyway there at C bomb, and then Brim just drops 2 of his stim beacons on the way back, and they rotate to A faster than lightning, and then they're rotated faster than you think they'll actually be there. So these kind of throwing off the timings is not something which is a major deal at the lower end of ranked, but at the pro level, that's a pretty big deal. The fact that you can't predict this because you don't know if the guy's going to use a stim like Brim's stim beacon and actually give them a significant advantage in how quick they get there, which throws off all of the timings in your head. And again, like Counter-Strike, for example, if you're going to rotate from A to B, it's going to take you X amount of time, no doubt about it. You can think in your head, okay, it's going to take you about this much time to get there. But if you get a 15% speed buff because of Brim's stim beacon, then it throws those timings off. So I think that's kind of one of the major concerns that people have about this, but also the fact that you can just run into a site and be a very difficult guy to kill. So I'll share some clips of Hiko reacting to this. TenZ having a nice little clip actually with the Brimstone as well, using it to pretty good effect, especially the ultimate is always good fun when you get that online. And then Tarek talking about the fact that Omen might also be slightly too strong now with the way the teleport works is much quicker.
That speed boosts in this game are necessary. I think the game is hard enough already. That speed boost makes it even harder. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I do think this is all good. Obviously, this is all good, but I don't know about a speed boost. So, if anything, maybe they, I don't know. It's only 15%. That's a lot in a game like this. That is a lot, actually. It changes the timings on like everything. We have to wait. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait and see what happens. Let's wait and see what happens. I think it's a bit much, but we will have to wait and see. Do devs talk with pros before making changes? Not usually, but I know they have like a big team of like devs that do all this stuff. So anyway, we'll wait and see what happens. I don't know if Brim will ever be meta. This might make him meta.
Wait, I bomb. Okay, I'm hunting in the best spot in the world.
Wait, wait, close door and under bridge. Can you smoke me off or no? Just smoke me and res me? Nice.
I can't res you, bro. There's no way. They literally can kill you from bro.
Bro,
You're dead.
you're bad.
It's nice knowing you.
Pick me
Lol.
up, man down!
It's nice.
Lol. Lol.
Opening holder.
Yep. I'm ulting mid.
Hit 40. Hit 40.
What the f happened? One aim main.
Yeah,
One aim main.
One back orange.
Last player standing.
Out aim main. What?
Enemy remaining.
Holy shit, we won around. Nice, but you got the what?
Brandon.
You hit.
He goes, yeah, 1A main.
It feels like he was like gliding on my screen when I died. Holy shit, that's fast.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
It's the first time I saw it in person. Oh my. Yeah, that was.
Kill them before they kill us.
Oh, it's so fast.
Wait, that must be. That has to get changed. That's too fast, I think. No?
So Vanity seems to be kind of on board with this Brimstone meta. Look, I don't think Brimstone necessarily needs to get nerfed. At the end of the day, I think they'll just have to see how this progresses. Because Brimstone is like, it's been basically a meme for a very long time, right? The fact that the other controllers are just way more viable. And now he is viable, all of a sudden people are calling for potentially a nerf already before he's even got seen in competitive play. But yes, it does seem like a lot of team competitions may well include Brimstone as we go forward. As Vanity reckons, yeah, Brimstone, Jet, Razor, Neil on every single map. Good luck to the comp. That would obviously, that would be a very fun time. Hopefully we see something pretty crazy, because I mean, in the coming days and weeks, we are going to see how this transpires in the VTT, especially in the North American side, as Vanity says. I'm sure there's going to be some interesting compositions that come through. Speaking of these matches coming up, it seems that once again, no more details on this as of yet. The EMEA games for VTT may well be postponed once again. Some, yeah, more to come on this from Esports supposedly relatively soon. But yeah, it does seem like the EMEA games once again are being postponed due to understandably all the concerns and, well, uncertainties, right, around, what's going on in the Ukraine and the like. Let's talk about the North American games that are coming up this week then, because, well, Ethan from 100 Thieves and seemingly other teams as well really feel like OpTic behind the scenes, talking about, scrimbucks, right, how these teams are doing behind the scenes in practice, seem to be very strong indeed. Ethan reckons if OpTic don't make Masters, wow, these guys apparently are way too good. So, well, exciting stuff. Of course, teams often do this so that when they do play them right, or like just to kind of put the perception out there that this team is really good, put the pressure on them a little bit, right, because as Ethan's kind of, well, he's putting the pressure on OpTic to some degree, right? If they don't make it to Masters now, like, he's saying that, well, they're easily good enough at being capable of it. Apparently they've been rolling people over in scrims, because even as Leaf says right here from Cloud9, daily reminder that OpTic is winning us in this year. That, of course, is Masters Reykjavik, right, coming up kind of soon, but OpTic have a long way to go since then. They've got to qualify through, like, regular challenges into the playoffs. They've then got to qualify through to Masters. They've then got to win Masters, right? It's far from easy, but, yeah, as Ye says, right, bro, stop, we're not even number one in NA. You guys are North America's last hope. So everyone trying to kind of shift the attention right onto other teams that are better than them or whatever, trying to downplay their own ability. But, yeah, we'll see how OpTic fare this week, because these are the games that are coming up. So right now, these are the groups. OpTic, of course, in a pretty good position. The other teams we discussed, Cloud9, they're 3-0. 100 Thieves, 0-3. They still have a chance to make it through if they beat xCNed and Evil Geniuses. I think they should be in a solid spot at 2-3. But yeah, they have to beat xCNed 100% guaranteed. If they don't beat xCNed, I believe they're 100% out of this one. If they do beat xCNed, I think there's even a world in which they can lose to EG and still make it through on some sort of crazy 1-4 tiebreaker. But xCNed is a must-win for this new 100 Thieves squad. These are the games then coming up this week confirmed. Of course, the European ones in the EMEA side, we don't know what's going on there. Still being confirmed, it seems, or still being postponed, it seems, for the near future. But yes, Rise Sentinels, that's a massive one. I mean, all these games are very important. But I mean, yeah, Rise Sentinels kind of pick of the bunch. The guard should handle Evil Geniuses, you would imagine. Then, of course, on the Sunday, we've got LG Cloud9 on the Saturday, NRG Knights on the Saturday as well. Definitely some big games, because Knights, with their massive victory they had last week over Rise, I believe it was, puts themselves in a very interesting position right now. And then on Sunday, 100 Thieves xCNed OpTic version 1. So the battle of a team that 100 Thieves have to win this to get through. And then OpTic version 1, battle at the top of Group B here. Still undefeated version 1 at 3-0 at the top of the group. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit on the like button. Tells your YouTube God this is a good video. Others like you should see it as well. And help grow the competitive Valorant community. Thank you much as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.